Imagine a single moment of impossible silence, a clear sky over Europe. But not the Europe we know. The year is 1944. The air is thick with the scent of war, of oil and smoke and fear. Below, the might of Nazi Germany marches, panzer divisions, industrial might. And above it all, the most powerful air force the world has ever seen. The Luftwaffe, thousands of aircraft, Messerschmitt B F-109s, Focke-Wulf FW-190s. The terrifying roar of their piston engines is the soundtrack of the continent. But today, that soundtrack is broken. A shadow flickers where there should be none. A ghost, a ripple in the fabric of the sky itself. This is not one of theirs. This is a machine from another time, a sentinel from the future, the Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor, the most dominant air superiority fighter ever built. And it has just been given a mission that defies all logic. One plane, one pilot, against the entire German Air Force. No support, no home base, no second chances. Its orders? Total air denial. Annihilate everything that flies. This isn't a battle. It's an extinction-level event. But who is the hunter? And who truly is the prey? To understand the sheer insanity of this scenario, we must first understand the opponents. This is a clash not just of technology, but of eras, a gulf of 80 years of aviation evolution. On one side, the F-22 Raptor, a fifth-generation stealth fighter. Its skin is coated in radar-absorbent materials. To a 1940s radar, it's virtually invisible, a speck the size of a marble. It cruises at over 65,000 feet, a height no World War II aircraft can even hope to reach. It can supercruise, sustaining Mach 1.5 without afterburners, a speed that would make a Messerschmitt disintegrate. Its primary weapon is the AIM-120 AMRAAM, a fire-and-forget missile. The pilot can lock onto a target from over 50 miles away, fire, and forget. The missile guides itself to a kill. The enemy will die without ever knowing what hit them, or from where. And on the other side, the Luftwaffe. At its peak in 1944, it was a colossal force. We're not talking about a few squadrons. We're talking about over 4,000 operational frontline fighters. Over 1,200 Bf-109s produced every month. Thousands of pilots, from seasoned aces with over 100 kills to fresh-faced rookies. They control the airspace from France to the Russian steppes. They have a vast network of airfields, radar stations, flak batteries. This isn't a single battle. It's a war of attrition against an entire industrial war machine. The Raptor's advantages are godlike. Stealth speed, sensor fusion, BVR, beyond visual range, combat. But the Luftwaffe has one single, overwhelming advantage: numbers. Sheer, brutal, inexhaustible numbers. The question is, how many biplanes does it take to kill a god? The Raptor's war begins not with a dogfight, but with a systems check. Its radar scans hundreds of miles in every direction. The pilot's cockpit display is a constellation of red icons. Transport planes, training flights, patrols. They are blissfully unaware. He selects his first salvo, 6 AIM-120 AMRAAMs. He designates 6 high-value targets: a Junkers Ju-52 transport, 2 Heinkel, He-111 bombers, 3 Bf-10-9s on a routine patrol. From the ground, it looks like comets. Unexplained streaks in the sky. In the cockpits of the targeted planes, nothing. No radar warning, no engine scream. Just a sudden, violent explosion as a missile they cannot see detonates within lethal range, shredding them with tungsten rods. The kill board in the Raptor's cockpit ticks up. 6 kills, then 12, then 20. He is a phantom, a celestial executioner. The Luftwaffe High Command is baffled. They assume it's a new type of Allied rocket or mass mechanical failure. They have no concept of a stealth fighter. But the Germans are not stupid. They are methodical. They begin to plot the locations of the losses. A pattern emerges. A single point of origin for these mysterious attacks, moving at impossible speed. Their response is swift and brutal. They dispatch the Jagdgeschwader, their fighter wings. Not in pairs, but in grouping of 30, 40, 50 aircraft at a time. They form massive search boxes in the sky, a wall of flesh, aluminum, and machine guns. The Raptor's stealth is now its primary defense. He drops altitude, using the terrain to mask his approach. He is a wolf hiding in a flock of sheep. He slips inside their formation, a 3-second burst. Over 300 rounds of high-explosive shells. Two 109s simply vanish into fireballs. The others scatter in panic and confusion. They finally see him. A strange, terrifying shape. But he's already gone, diving away and lighting the afterburners, leaving them in a cloud of superheated exhaust. The Raptor's greatest weakness is logistics. He has to land, rearm, and refuel. The Germans, learning from every encounter, have anticipated this. They've identified a remote valley he's used before. They don't send fighters. They saturate the area with mobile flak units, 88mm guns and quad 20mm flak Vierling. The sky erupts. Black puffs of flak and tracers fill the air. It's not aimed fire. It's a wall of steel. A single 88mm shell detonates near the left wing. The Raptor shudders violently. He punches afterburners, climbing vertically, a move no World War II aircraft can follow. But the damage is done. His stealth profile is compromised. He's trailing fuel. And now, the Luftwaffe has his scent. The hunter has become the hunted. The Raptor is wounded, and the swarm is moving in for the kill. This is the endgame. The Raptor pilot is low on fuel, ammunition, and options. He can't outturn them. He can't hide. His only remaining advantage is altitude and speed. He climbs to 50,000 feet. The German pursuit begins to falter. Their engines starve for oxygen. Their pilots shiver in the freezing cold. The pilot makes a calculation, a desperate one. He still has two AMR AAMS. He uses his last bit of sensor power to lock onto the two leading German formations, not the individual planes, but the center of their groups. But it's a drop in the ocean. More planes come. He has one weapon left, his cannon. He pushes the Raptor into a dive, a death-from-above attack on the swirling dogfight below. He is an ace 10 times over in a single afternoon, but he is being overwhelmed. A 20mm cannon shell from a lucky shot slams into his right engine. A fire warning lights up. The stick shakes in his hand. He's lost thrust. He's going down. The pilot floats down under his parachute. The Luftwaffe planes circle him like sharks. They don't fire. They are too stunned, too curious. Who is this pilot? What was that machine? The Luftwaffe has won. They shot down the Raptor, but at what cost? Official reports will be buried, the truth obscured, but the whispers will remain of a ghost plane that killed hundreds of their best pilots, that single-handedly decimated their air strength in a single day. The technological secrets they recover from the wreckage will change the course of the war, but not in the way they expect. So, who really won? The Luftwaffe destroyed the F-22, but they lost a significant portion of their operational fighter force in the process. The D-Day landings, scheduled for just months later, would have faced a fraction of the opposition. More profoundly, the technological leap represented by the Raptor's wreckage would send German science into overdrive. Jet engine design, radar-absorbent materials, missile guidance systems, they would have clues to technologies decades ahead of their time. It could have accelerated their own jet program, the Me-262, making it even more deadly. Or it could have crippled their war effort as different factions fought over the impossible prize, wasting precious resources on technology they couldn't hope to replicate. The single greatest weapon of the 21st century is not stealth, or speed, or even firepower. It's information, and a torrent of it just fell into the hands of the Third Reich. The consequences are unimaginable. A shorter war? A longer one? A Nazi regime with stealth technology? The timeline is shattered. So, we end with the ultimate question for you. In this battle of quality versus overwhelming quantity, the Raptor fell. But by destroying it, did the Luftwaffe ultimately seal its own fate? Or did they grant their regime a fleeting chance at a victory that would darken the entire world? And that leads us to our next question, a question of land warfare. What if a single modern M1A2, Abrams main battle tank, was sent back to 1944 and had to face the entire Wehrmacht on the fields of France? Could one tank stop an army? Find out in our next What If. This has been a flight into the impossible. Like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.